Hello, guys. Welcome once again. I remember, about 8 months ago, we made our first video on the Ghana Stock Exchange. That's how to buy and sell on the Ghana Stock Exchange. And we decided to review the comments, and most of you asked us to release the second part of this video. So, this is the day the Lord has made. So, let's be glad and rejoice in it. So we are here again with part two of that video, and most of you, were interested. I mean, you loved the content of that video. If you haven't watched that video yet, please look at the link up there. Just go and watch that video and come and watch this one. In addition, if you want to begin in to invest on the Ghana Stock Exchange, if you want to start investing in the big companies in Ghana, if you want to have a share of the cake, into MTN, if you want to invest into Coca-Cola, if you want to invest into Ghana Commercial Bank, Anglo Gold, those mega big companies in the country, this is the right video for you. So let's go straight to the point and let's keep going. So in this content, we are going to show you 5 easy steps to invest on the Ghana Stock Exchange market. We are going to show you the right things to do, the brokers or the licensed brokers to go for. I will explain all these terms to you, so it's going to be very amazing. It's going to be very interesting and enjoying. So please stay with us, and I want you to take, a sheet of paper and your pen and write down notes, because when it comes to investment is the only way that can cushion you into the realm of prosperity. People save and people invest, but there is a huge difference between those who just save and those who invest their saved money. That's why we are here for you. So stay tuned and let's roll together. All right, guys, so let's go. So we are going to look at 5 easy steps to invest in MTN Ghana, Ghana Commercial Bank, PLC, or or Guinness Ghana, or any major company in Ghana. So we are also going to look at how to buy and sell shares on the Ghana Stock Exchange. As I said, I already have a video, and the link is still showing up there. Just click on the link, watch that video, and come and watch this one in addition. And trust me, this is going to turn your investment decisions around. So many people ask, what exactly is a stock exchange? I'm sure most of you have heard stock shares. What is it? What is a stock exchange? So we are going to have a look. So a stock exchange is an organized market on which securities such as shares and bonds can be bought and sold. So when you talk about stock exchange, it's just a platform where people, securities, or such as stocks and bonds, or shares and bonds, can be bought and sold. Okay, it is a market where we have buyers and sellers. So if you want to invest your money, into a company, you are a buyer. And when it comes to a time that you now want to take your money back, you need to sell the shares you bought. Okay, so you now become a seller. And remember, whenever you buy, you become a shareholder in that company. But the bigger or the higher your money, the higher your voice or your say. Okay, so anyone who has a share or who has invested into MTN Ghana, is a shareholder and has a say in the decisions and affairs of that company, and this cuts across all companies. Okay, so this is the basis. Now, prices on the stock market, okay, for securities bought and sold are generally determined by demand and supply. So what people are willing to buy and what sellers have available to sell. So the more people are buying into a company, it makes the price of the company rise. And this, for example, if MTN publishes its profit and people realize that MTN is making more profit, therefore I need to invest in MTN, the more people are investing, putting their money, buying into the company shares, it makes the value of the company goes up. That's how it operates. And this cuts across all companies as well. When you buy shares in a company, I'll take you through the five steps, but I want to enlighten you a little bit so that we can delve deeper. When you buy shares in a company, you become a part owner of the company as long as you desire, meaning that as long as you continue to leave your money in that company, you continue to be a part owner or a shareholder in that company as long as you desire. You cannot go back to the company to collect your money. No, it's not done. You cannot go back to the company to collect your money when you need it, but you can sell your shares. So if you need your money, you will not just walk into the company's office that you want your money back. It's not done. So the shares you bought, you just need to sell them. So you now become the seller. You release the shares back into the market, and those who are also interested will now come and buy. So I earlier said that in trading shares, we have buyers and we have sellers. So when you sell the shares and quit as the shareholder of that company, the buyer replaces you as the shareholder, and the company continues to use the original money to do its business. Okay, so you opt out, others opt in. That's how it operates. You take your money out if you think you've made profit. You take your money out if you think you are losing money, so you want your money out. You can do that. But I always advise people, as long as you don't close positions, closing positions means taking your money out. As long as you don't close positions or you don't take your money out, you don't lose money. Even if the price or the value of the company is dropping, leave your money. Or even if it drops further and you have money, you can buy, just to compensate for the losses. Never close red positions. That's why we don't invest money we need urgently. Never invest money you cannot afford to lose. Never invest money or never invest an amount you cannot afford to lose. People invest their whole life savings, and if their investment goes crashing, that's the end of their life. Never make that investment decision. Always invest an amount that if you don't get it back, you still live a comfortable life. So we say never invest an amount of money you are not willing to lose, because it's an investment and you can win or you can lose. So you need to make wise investment decisions. Now, I earlier mentioned that if you want to invest on the stock market, you need a licensed dealing member. So, who then is a licensed dealing member? A licensed dealing member is a corporate body that has been permitted or authorized to trade on the Ghana Stock Exchange. So there are companies, there are some banks or investment institutions that have been given the permit or that have been given the license to trade on the Ghana Stock Exchange. So these are the members you need to look out for. There are lots of fraudulent ones. If you go with them, you will never get your money back. So I will show you these licensed regulated members, and they are also regulated. Therefore, you cannot, they cannot mismanage or, take your money or fraud you. They are regulated and they are licensed. So now what are shares? Shares represent the amount which investors give for a company when they invest in that company. Okay, so any amount you put in the company, we term it as you've bought shares into that company. Some also refer to it as stocks. They are used interchangeably, quite same in meaning. When you buy shares, you become part owner of that company or you become a shareholder. I'm sure you've heard people saying shareholders, shareholders, shareholders. So those are the people who have invested in the company. Therefore, they are part owners of that company. And guys, it's very important. How many, just calculate the amount of credit, MTN data or credit you've bought for the week. Just calculate the amount of if those who drink Guinness, just calculate the bottles of Guinness you've had for the week. Just calculate the data you've bought from MTN, Vodafone, eh, or Telecel, Airtel, Tigo. Just calculate the amount of data and credit you've bought. Have you sat down and asked yourself, what if I invest in these companies? Therefore, meaning that the more you buy and the company is making money and making profit, you are also going to benefit from that profit. Have you ever thought of that investment decision? You buy data every day. People are investing in MTN. So in other words, you are investing into the company for people to become rich, whereas you become poor. What if you invest in MTN? I think as at make the time of making this video, one share of MTN closed, the market closed at 2 cedis 10 pesos. So even if you have 10 cedis, you can buy 5 shares of MTN. And the more MTN is a company in demand, their products are always in demand, meaning that it's very likely that they will continue to make profit. Therefore, your 10 cedis after some time will generate lots of profit for you. So think about these investment decisions. Every day you are drinking Coca-Cola, you are eating Fanice. Have you thought of investing in these companies to make money out of the things you buy? This is a question worth thinking about. Let's continue. And you also have a share in the company's profit that is distributed to shareholders. The part of the profit of a company that is distributed to its shareholders is called dividends. Dividends are not fixed amounts, unlike interest rates. So dividends each quarter or each year or each month, depending on the company's policy. So let me break this down. So we have growth stocks or growth companies, and we have dividend paying companies. Not all companies pay dividends. Dividends are profits the company make, so they decide to share it to the shareholders. That's those who own or those who are invested in that company. Okay, so if you invest in a company that pays dividends at the end of the month or at the end of the quarter or at the end of the year, the profit the company made, they take a percentage of that profit and share it to each and everyone who have or who has their money in that company. And as I said, not all companies pay dividends. So if you want a dividend paying company, you need to research to know which companies pay out dividends. So such companies, as the value of the company goes up, you make money, and at the end of their financial season they share dividends based on the amount of money you have in that company. And remember, dividends are paid based on the profit the company made, not based on fixed interest rates. Okay, unlike bonds comes with fixed interest rates, but dividends don't come with fixed interest rate. It depends on how much the company makes, and they will share a certain percentage based on how much you have invested. So what are the benefits of investing in stocks or buying shares? Potential for capital growth. For example, if you buy one share, I mean, all companies are categorized as shares. So one shares, I bought one share, two shares, three shares. That's how we calculate it. So if you buy one share of MTN, which is as at the time of this video, is 2 cedis, 10 pesos. If you buy, let's say 4 or 5, let's say 5, which will be around 10 cedis or 11 cedis and some pesos. And after, let's say, 6 months, one share grows to become 4 cedis. So the gains all becomes your profit. You bought it at 2 cedis and now one share is 4 cedis. So the gains becomes your capital growth. Do you get it? The gains become your capital growth. Now, if that company is also a dividend paying company, in addition to the capital growth you've gotten, you bought one for 2 cedis and now one is 4 cedis. So on each share, you've gotten 2 cedis, okay, or 50 pesos or whatever the growth will be. And if that company pays dividends, in addition to the capital growth, capital is the amount of money you invested. So if you invested 2 cedis, the capital now becomes 4 cedis. So that's the capital growth, the difference between the amount you invested and the profits that has come on top. Okay, that becomes your capital growth. And if they pay dividends out of the profit the company makes, you now get a dividend income as well. So potential for capital growth, dividend income, and diversification means that you buy companies, a mixture of companies. So we have the growth. So the growth companies are companies that keep on growing rapidly. Therefore, if you invest 2 cedis, it's very likely for the amount to go up in capital for you to make profit. So you buy such companies, you buy companies that pays out dividends. So that's diversification. You mix up the companies together. And the more you invest the money, you help the company grow, and also the company pays taxes that helps the country's economy to grow as well. So now the 5 main easy steps for you to start trading on the Ghana Stock Exchange. Don't forget to watch my first video. It will give you much, understanding and enlightenment. The first step is you need to choose a licensed dealing member. So all the things I have explained, if you skipped that part, please go back and watch again because I'm now going to use the terms I explained. So first step is you need to choose a licensed dealing member. Okay, they are also referred to as the stockbroker or brokers. You cannot buy shares directly from the Ghana Stock Exchange. No individual can go straight to the Ghana Stock Exchange online market and say, I'm going to buy into MTN. It's not done that way. So they have companies, they have banks, they have financial institutions that trades on behalf of individuals. So if you want to invest, you first need to identify a licensed, please pay attention of the term licensed dealing member. You need to go with those who are licensed. Don't let your money, be scammed. Okay. You cannot buy shares on your own. You need to go through a licensed intermediary called a stock broker. Pay attention. Now, you now need to research and choose a reputable broker or stockbroker that meets your needs. I will show you the list, and also you can use the link on the screen to search for the stock brokers in good standing or the licensed ones, or you can go to the Ghana Stock Exchange online platform to get the licensed stockbrokers. Step 2, after you've identified the stockbroker, the licensed stockbroker, you now need to go to them just like you entering a bank to open a bank account. You now need to go to the stockbroker and tell them you want to open, a central securities depository account. Central securities depository account. Okay, that's the account for the shares, buying of shares. Now, this account holds your shares electronically, similar to a bank account holding your money. So just like a bank account holds your money, the Central Securities Depository, which is the CSD, holds your shares electronically. Your chosen stockbroker will guide you through the account opening, and they have, depending on which broker you go with, they have their own terms and conditions. Step 3. So 1, you identify a licensed broker. 2, you walk in, and most of these accounts are even opened online. You identify the stockbroker, you go to their online account and open the central securities depository account. Now the third step is you now need to deposit into the account. Just like after opening a bank account, you deposit, you need to deposit, put money into your account, okay, which you will use to buy the shares. Step 4, decide on the shares to buy. After you've deposited your money, you now need to decide on the companies you want to invest in. You need to research and choose companies you want to invest in based on your investment goals. As I said, if you want dividend paying company, you need to search for them. If you want growth companies too, you need to look for them. But as I advise diversification. You buy growth companies, you buy dividend paying companies, and your stockbroker can also advise you on this. And the final step, you've identified the licensed broker, you have walked in or online open your depository account, you've deposited money into your account, and the fourth step, you've identified the companies you want to invest in. The fifth one, you now need to place your order. You now need to buy or invest, put the money into the company. You inform your stockbroker about the specific shares or companies you want to purchase and the quantity. As I said, it comes in 1, 2, 3 shares, 4 shares, 5 shares, up to unlimited amount. So you tell them how many shares or how much you want to put in. They will place the order on the Ghana Stock Exchange on your behalf. Remember, I said no single individual can invest on the Ghana Stock Exchange. You need to go with a licensed broker. So after going through step 1, 2, 3, 4, and now step 5, they will invest the money on your behalf. The stockbroker can also recommend certain shares or companies that have potential to grow and increase their profits. They can make that recommendations for you if you ask them. Now, someone will ask, so after investing in the companies, what evidence will show that I am a share owner in MTN, or I have a shares in Guinness Ghana, or I have my money in Ghana Commercial Bank, or I have my money in Anglo Gold, or whatever company, or Tallow Oil, whatever company you invested in. Now, after opening the account, investors in listed securities will receive statements, that statement of ownership of shares under the Central Securities Depository Ghana Limited, just as they receive bank statements for cash held at banks. So just as you get bank statements from banks, you also get the statement of ownership of shares from the Central Securities Depository. So the Central Securities Depository is the regulator for all these, for the Ghana Stock Exchange and the licensed brokers. They watch over them, making sure they adhere to the rules and regulations and the laws governing their operations. It comes not in hard copies but soft copies online. So guys, I hope you are benefiting. Please, if you are enjoying the video, please do like the video, share, subscribe. If you are first timer on this channel, please just leave a comment under the video. I am a first timer, and also if you are a returning subscriber, just leave a comment. I am a returning subscriber and I am interested. If you are interested in knowing more, if you want to invest on the Ghana Stock Exchange, and it's not just for Ghanaian citizens, citizens. Anyone can invest on on the Ghana Stock Exchange. I'm sure people in Nigeria or African countries have heard of this, MTN, Tallow Oil. These are global companies, so you can invest in them to maximize your potentials. Now, as you can see on the screen, these are license dealing members, okay? And all these were taken from the Ghana Stock Exchange website. So please go to the website, they have their links. Go to their links, make enquiries, open an account, deposit money, and begin to make good investment or good profits. So as you can see, we have Amber Securities, Bullion Securities, Chapel Hill. We cannot go through, or we have Data Bank Brokerage Limited. Okay, so I have lots of them. This is another set. We have the Prudential Stock Brokers. Okay, we have the First Bank Brokerage Limited. We have the Worldwide Securities Limited as well. We have the Black Star Brokerage Limited. We have the IC Securities Ghana Limited. Okay, we have the SIC Brokerage Limited. We have the Republic Securities. All these, we have the Strategic Africa Securities, Sapon Capital Limited. All these are licensed and regulated brokers you can trust and invest your money in them. Remember, if you want to be rich, if you want to be a wealthy person, you need to invest your money. And never say that um, you don't make enough money, so you cannot begin your investment. If you are faithful with the little you have, you will always be faithful with any amount of money that comes in your hands. Even if you make 100 cedis a month, you can deposit 10 pesos. You can save 10 pesos till you get 10 cedis or 5 cedis to invest in these companies. It's about discipline. It's about commitment. If you don't show commitment to something, you will never take the step of faith. So, guys, you need to maximize your investment decisions. You need to take that bold action now. It's now or never. Remember, if you are not diligent with the little you have, you will never be diligent when you get more. So have that principle in mind and begin that investment journey. Take that step. So guys, I want you to share this video. I want you to subscribe to the channel, and please, let's get interactive. Just leave your name, your comment wherever you are watching us from, and let's prosper, and let's build success together. I love you all, and I will see you all soon. Take care and bye bye for now.